Just let me take a look if my partner here is unmuted. Did you unmute someone called Justin?
Let's have a look in the list. If he raises his hand, he'll come to the top of the list.
Yeah, I told him
Looking
to
through
do
now.
so.
Let's see.
Yeah, I got him. Justin Young. There we go.
Oh.
Should be good.
Cool.
Perfect. All right, yeah, we can start now.
Okay, I'll start the recording introduction and we can go straight into the SoccerBUSD miner. Also, actually, we're recording it live stream on YouTube for you.
Perfect.
Welcome to the Wellcoin Talk community. I'm Glenn Jones, your host. Today we have SoccerBUSD joining us. SoccerBUSD is a miner. It's got 2 audits on the contract, which is great. It launched 5 days ago. It's got a fixed 16% rate of investment. We'll go into that and how the miner works. Also, we'll be talking about the NFTs and the casino that's planned in the future. But first, guys, can you introduce yourselves? That'd be great.
Of course. So first of all, my name is Daniel. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm in the project, more of the marketing guy, a bit in the background. Justin, can you mute yourself if you're not talking, bro?
Yeah, I'm Justin, first of all, and I'm the shilling manager of SoccerBUSD mining project. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, Justin is here to talk about the technical parts of the project a bit more because he's a bit more invested there. Yeah, but I will be talking about or answering all the questions and so on and so on. And if technical questions come up that I can't answer, Justin will take it. But yeah, first of all, thank you for giving us the opportunity. The project itself has been in the work for quite some time. We are a pretty experienced team. We've worked on Ethereum as well as BSC in the basically in the past. I won't be disclosing any of the prior projects. Sometimes you can't please everybody. Some people might get mad at us or whatever. But yeah, we're pretty experienced with what we are doing. And we basically created a new way to the whole mining process. Because most of these projects you see out there are pretty unsustainable. And most of them, I've been in a few that went basically to payouts of less than $1 in less than 7 days because they were pretty unsustainable. And we wanted to change that. We wanted to take our own approach to that and find a way to work around that to create something that is sustainable. And I think, yeah, we did a great job with that so far. We want to be identified as a team with the aim to innovate the miners field on the BSC because there is not that much mining out there right now, or not much out there that you could call mining basically. This also is just the beginning of the ecosystem that we have in mind. Normally, if you see a mining project on the BSC, most of the times it has its mining project. Of course, that's what it is, and that's about it. We want to create something also around that. We want to have new utilities and stuff like that. That will also come in the future. If you want to stay updated about when we can release new utilities, definitely make sure to follow us on Twitter and join our group. Justin, mate, can you mute yourself? As there's an echo on your side.
Yeah, first of all, just want to shed more light on what we are all about.
No. Justin, mute your microphone, bro. Because I can hear myself when I'm talking on your end. Thank you. All right, sorry. All a bit stressful today. We had a lot of stuff to do behind the curtains. I'm really sorry. All right. So yeah, where was I? Correct. We want to create more of an ecosystem around that mining system basically and make something that people have or can use in different ways and opportunities basically. considering everything that basically happened in the past few months, we've all been in the space for quite some time, I think, and have seen what happened. A lot of people was disappointed in what happened to the projects, and so on and so on. So we used that time to work on this project and wait for the correct moment to launch it and create something sustainable, even if the market takes a turn again, which I won't hope it does. But yeah, we also didn't like the fact that in other projects, the daily rewards fluctuated so hard. So we decided for a fixed daily return, basically, that is still sustainable. I'm going to be using this word quite a lot today. But yeah, that's what we decided to go for, and try to find a way to get a fixed, nice 16% payout every day, basically. And I think we found a good way to do it. We were inspired by a project called SoccerBUSD. However, as far as the betting games that they got, we've decided to not replicate them. We decided to launch without them and go into these kind of utilities later on our own, when we think that everything is basically pretty safe to do so, and everything is working the way it should be. We also made sure that... Sorry, what?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
We also made sure that safety is ensured. We launched the project with an audit from a smaller audit company, and decided on the first day to get a second audit. We needed some money to flow in through the marketing tax, so we can get a better audit, or not a better audit, but a second audit by a bigger audit company. To make sure everything is safe. You will be able to find those audits on our website at the top. It should be top right, or top left, sorry. And if you want to take a look at them, feel free to do so. We have nothing to hide. There's no risk of any slow time bug or anything. The contract is not in any way, can be changed in any way that it would stop people from getting to their money also. Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job there. We are now at over 350K in the pool, I think. We raised over 100K in the last 48 hours. So yeah, I think we did a pretty good job so far. We also have gone into the marketing part quite a lot. We will be investing a lot of money in the coming days into that. We have, or don't let me guess, but over 15 YouTubers, I think, that will be releasing basically reviews and tests of our project, of our DApp, in the coming days. And yeah, basically invested a lot of money into that, but also into other things, like, for example, these AMAs. We have an AMA plan. I think so far 4 or 5 are confirmed in the next coming days. So we're going to do quite a few AMAs to get the word out there for people that are interested in these kind of projects.
Okay, great, Dan. I've got a few questions. I was looking at the white paper, and yeah, so if we can go into how the miner works for investors, and also, like you say, you know, you were looking to have sustainability built into the miner. What's planned around that? Is that partly the reason you used the Dino BUSD miner smart contract, because they're 46 days old and doing very well, so it shows that the contract works very well with.
Yes. For the miner, normally when you have miners on the BSC, or in general these type of mining progresses, most of them have systems in place, like, for example, compounding, which we found really unsustainable. We worked a way around that. We found progresses and systems that create a healthy pool to it. we have a system in place which allows you basically to daily claim the rewards, but not in the way that you're claiming them and getting them to your wallet, but claiming them and getting it into your in your own pool, I would call it. This pool can be withdrawn every 7 days. There's a touch to it. You will not be. Let's take the example we have on the white paper. If you want to follow me from what I'm talking about now, you feel free to open the white paper. We have an example there. What happens with 100 BUSD investment, basically. So as I said, we have a daily 16% fixed ROI for basically forever. So in the first week, if you invest 100 BUSD, you will be earning a total of 112 BUSD. You will be able to withdraw, as I said, 50% of that. So 56 BUSD in total. The other 56 BUSD won't be going towards us or will be burnt or anything. They will be staying in your pool. In the second week, you again earn 112 BUSD, saying you haven't invested anything else. We're just going from the 100 BUSD one-time investment. You again make 56 BUSD. These 56 112 BUSD, I'm sorry. These 112 BUSD will be then added on top of the already created 56 BUSD from last week. So you will be able to again withdraw half of that. You will be having 168 BUSD. You will be able to withdraw 84 BUSD. So you already withdrawn around 140 BUSD. So in the second week, you're already in profit. The other 84 BUSD again will stay in the claim rewards pool, basically. Another week, 112 again will be added on top of the 84 BUSD. So you will be having 196 BUSD in your pool. You then again can withdraw 96 BUSD, half of it. And this basically goes on until you reach 5 times of your investment. After that, you will be needing to withdraw all of it. And then you can decide, okay, do I want to invest all of it again or just go for 100 BUSD again or whatever you like? That's up to you. But basically, that's the progress behind it. What we recommend for the best effect or for the best rewards in this project is to use or create a plan for yourself. You basically will be able to withdraw your profits 4 times a month at every end of the week. What we found most effective and most sustainable for the project is to create a plan for yourself to say, for example, 2 or 3 times, so we say 3 times, 3 out of this 4 times, you take the profit and reinvest it. This will make your basically your gain each week higher and higher, and you will be effectively making more profit at the end. But that's, of course, up to you. If you want to use that tactic, you can, of course, just take your profit every week and be happy with it. What I have to say is we have a fee definitely on every withdrawal and any deposit. For the deposit, there's a 6% fee, and for the withdrawal, there's a 10% fee. So please keep that in mind. But we just need some kind of cash flow because we don't have anything else in place. We use that money fully to create marketing and keep the project going, of course.
Yeah, can we get a breakdown of where the fees go for the buy and sells, deposits and withdrawals? And going back to what you were saying, so the investor claims each 24 hours and then that goes into a personal pool. I was wondering if that's protected if the TVL drops a bit.
Yeah, that's definitely protected. Like, you will not be losing anything at all. You will be having full access to your pool money. You don't have to claim it every 24 hours. If you do it a bit later, that's fine. You can do it whenever you like. About the split, we have, as I said, a 6% deposit fee that goes 4% into marketing and 2% into development. As I said, we are creating more utilities to it, and that money is to use basically to create these utilities and for our dev team. And on the withdrawal, we have a 10% fee, which then again is also mostly used for the marketing and development so far. We haven't, basically all we did so far is invest money out of what we created and what we made. And this will be going until we can say, okay, we have a safe and sustainable base. Then, of course, we also going to pay our team with a small split of the tax, but don't expect like that we're going to use all of it to put it in our own pocket. We are also invested in the project with our own money, and yeah.
You've got a nice referral system. 10% can be instantly withdrawn. So say I bring someone in for $500, then I would get $50 into my referral wallet, which I could then withdraw to my wallet.
Correct. Yeah, that's as easy as it is. There's like no in other projects you mostly get percentage of the for example, if the person invests money, and each month you get a percentage of what they made. We don't have a compounding system or anything like that, so we decided to go for that. It's a pretty easy and simple withdrawal referral system. I think it's pretty cool to invite friends, and you're even gaining money for it. They won't be losing anything, easy as it is.
And I think it's $50 BUSD minimum deposit, which is fine. Most
Correct.
investors are happy to put that in. And how does the emergency withdrawal work?
Yeah, we have an emergency withdrawal, which you can use at any time if you like. You will then be getting 50% of your basically wallet balance. The other 50% stays in the pool to to basically make sure that the system can work with the money. Because if you're investing money, the system knows, okay, I have this and that money to work with, and now if you're taking all the money again out, system may not work the way it should be. This money will be staying in the pool, and the contract will basically work with it. But as I said, if you need the money, 50% will go back towards your wallet.
Awesome. And I see you've had 2 audits, one by BitControl and one by Encrypto, which is great for investors' confidence. And looking at phase 2, you're looking at doing a new miner with voting rights. So you're going to have like a governance DAO, but not a token, but it'll be a miner, and people will be able to vote on things they'd like in the future. And how will that tie in with this miner? Will it be shared pots?
Yeah, so about that, yeah, we're basically connecting the DAO system with the mining system. We are, I don't want to say anything that isn't released yet. We have thought about the sharing pool, but we haven't decided fully yet on it. But we will basically release any news about that in our group, of course, on Twitter, and in further AMAs.
Great, Dan. You're planning NFT and casinos in future. What's happening around the NFTs? Will it be a soccer related? And yeah, what sort of promotions are you going to? Excuse me. What sort of promotions are you looking to do? You know, are you going to tie in the SoccerBUSD with the World Cup in December?
We are, yeah, so first off, the NFTs will definitely be soccer related, of course. They will be also used in our casino, or basically in our gamify crypto games. I don't want to say we're just doing casino, but like games in general. And they will have basically a use case also in those games, but of course, basically the mint money that is generated will also be used in the mining pool to furthermore secure it and make it safe and sustainable, as well as royalty fees. About the casino, of course, the standard stuff that you know from every casino you will be able to use with us. We are also in the talks already with some football players, but I can't announce anything about that yet, because with these kind of things, you need to make sure that the contract is secured and everything is safe. Because if we announce anything beforehand, that we can later on not basically deliver on. This is always bad for the project, so we make sure everything is in how do you say it in English? Sorry, I'm German, by the way, so sorry for my bad English. I'm trying to give my best here, but yeah, basically as soon as everything is safe and enhanced, even if we get in partnerships beforehand, before we release the NFTs and the crypto and so on, and the casino and so on, we will definitely announce the partnerships with football players, and we're even looking into getting partnered with football clubs maybe. But yeah, about that we will release infos as soon as we can. Yeah, and about the time and date, we are already in development about the NFTs and the casino, and we are trying to get it ready as soon as possible. And but I can't give you an estimated right now, because at the end we want to make sure that we can deliver on what we are talking about, basically.
You done? Yeah, you're coming across. You know, your English is probably better than mine, so it's fine for our investors. So I'm Northern English, you see. And yeah, so I'm looking at the trading bot as well in phase 4. You're planning. I was quite intrigued. What you're planning now?
Yeah, this is a big vision of us. This is basically an automated trading bot. Has basically nothing to do with the miner itself, but this is something we've been playing around with in the past a lot, and we thought we would just combine it with the project. But this is something that we tested a lot of times. A lot of times it went really well. A lot of times it went south. We want to make sure to create something there that is basically usable and makes sense to use. Don't expect this thing to make you $1,000 overnight. But from the tests that we've done in the past, we can say we are on a pretty good path, basically. And this will be one of the utilities that will be released in the future once it's fully ready and fully safe to use, because we want to have something that you can trust on, that you can go to sleep on, basically, and keep it running, and you won't have to be worrying about anything happening bad to your money.
Okay, great, Dan. And yeah, let's go into the marketing plans for the future. I mean, you're doing the AMAs here, and you're on Moon Arch Miner app in the top 10 miners, which is great. And yeah, you've only launched for 5 days, and you've got $350,000 nearly in the miner. So you must have been doing some great marketing there since you launched.
Yeah, definitely. We, of course, there needs to be a bit of luck to marketing, but I think we've choose the correct steps and ways. We've used banners on different websites, and went to a few groups here and there to make some calls to and tell them, hey, just take a look at the project. What do you think? Made up a strategy with them, and yeah, we're just trying to keep this going. And now started with the AMAs. This is our first one in an investor group, basically, and we will be keeping these going for the next coming days, definitely. And even after that, well, I can so far say that I've confirmed that we have confirmed 4 to 5. I think it's 5 now. 5 AMAs that will be commencing in the coming days. And yeah, I'm looking forward to these, because a lot of you get a lot of new investors from these, and a lot of new cool people to the community. And yeah, as I said, we are definitely trying to get in touch with soccer players and soccer clubs, football clubs in general, and also we are in contact with quite a few YouTubers and influencers in the crypto space. That will be, 1 second, I've got to mute someone that is constantly messaging me, I'm sorry, that are in the crypto space. And yeah, we are hoping to get them on board, to get in partnership with them. So we're slowly building up our marketing more and more.
Dan, yeah, after the AMA, I can actually put you in contact with a German AMA group that we're partnered with, Coin Nation. They're very good. You can speak in your own language to a lot of German investors.
That would, yeah, definitely, that would be cool.
Let's open it up to community investor questions. Let's see, Syed, you had a question for Dan at SoccerBUSD. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so you gave this example of the initial investment of 100 BUSD, and on the weekly basis, user will be getting profit of around 112 BUSD. So I want to know that this weekly profit will depend upon the initial investment, right?
Correct. But you
Okay, and
can. Sorry, go for it.
yeah, go on. Yeah, you go on.
But as you can basically, so I talked about that we don't have a compound system basically. We decided for that because it's more sustainable for the project. But if you want to use your weekly gains, so as I said, if you gaining 112 BUSD per week, you will be able to claim 56 BUSD. If you want to use that to reinvest that money, you are adding up on top of your wallet balance. And so you're basically compounding your rewards in a way that it is sustainable and adding up onto your weekly profit. So you're increasing your profit.
Okay, got it. Thank you for clearing that up. I was also wanted to ask about compounding mechanism. Okay, thank you so much for clearing that up. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for the question.
Thanks for the question, Syed. Let's move to Dennis. You had a question for Dan here at SoccerBUSD. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Glenn. Actually, I saw an example for ROI and your paper, and the withdrawal amount will increase weekly. After a few months, people will have a lot of money to be withdrawn weekly. If every investor withdraw their 50% of the funds every week, or even if people don't withdraw their rewards for few weeks, and then they will have a lot of amount that could be
Mhm.
withdrawn. Don't you think it will affect the chart negatively, or even if people try to sell after a month or 2 months, then
Yeah,
what
I
will you do then?
understand where you're coming from. I've talked about this because we have a system in place that you need to withdraw after you reach 5 times of your investment. So if you're investing, let's say 125 BUSD, after you reach 625 BUSD, this is will be around 4 or 5 weeks. Then you will be, or maybe even longer. I'm sorry, I'm not the math guy here, but you will be needing to withdraw all of it. You then get, of course, the 10% tax on the withdrawal, and then you can decide what to do with the total withdrawal amount, basically your withdrawal and your profits. And then you can decide if you want to do the same again or use all of your profit and go in again. But this way, it doesn't build up to these immense sums of money where people will be then withdrawing half of the pool basically daily. This won't be able to happen.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much.
Of course.
For the questions, Dennis. Dennis, should I say? Aisha, you had a question for Dan here at SoccerBUSD. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Okay, on your roadmap in phase 3, it's mentioned that you will be releasing casino games, slots, roulette, and all gambling games. I want to know that will you be developing your own gambling games for your online casino, or you will be adding these games on your platform from any third-party providers?
Yeah, we are definitely going to create our own games, and also in the focus of SoccerBUSD. The thing is, we've thought about releasing these directly with the launch, but this would have took us a lot of more time because the creation of these systems are quite how do you say, big and take a lot of time. And secondly, we wanted to first off make sure that everything is safe and secured and the way it should be working. So these will be released in the coming time and definitely created by us. We are on the finishing, how do you say it, on the finishing lane, in the last steps of creating those. And we just first off, as I said, want to make sure everything is working the way it's intended. And of course, this whole project had a test phase, but you can't really test a project this complex with just a few people. So as far it's going perfectly fine the way it's intended and the way it's looking, it should be going on this way. And with the coming time, we will be releasing our own casino games that will probably be not third party. Maybe there will be some third party providers in the future, but our focus lies on our own creation, basically.
Good to know, and best of luck. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question, Asia. Western Beast, you had a question for Dan at SoccerBUSD. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. We are short on time, so I'm going to just keep it to one question. What I wanted to know was that what utilities would you use?
I'm sorry, he cut off
Western
for me.
Beast.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm asking, most projects that have similar patterns, mining projects, they usually create utilities or they have big funding so that they can actually pay off until they reach a certain threshold where they can be able to pay off their participants or their investors. What utilities are you going to be incorporating in the future? And who are those funding the project presently until you reach that threshold?
Yeah. So of course, if you're talking about the funding part, the funding comes from the investors. We have, of course, used our own money to fund the beginning of the project, and we all made our own small investment to the project pool. We are currently in development of most of the utilities, like for example the casino that we just talked about, but also in the progress of creating the NFTs. The NFTs will be also released pretty soon. And the use case of the NFTs will be also in the games, not only the casino, but basically behind the NFTs, minting money and royalties are also going towards the pool to make sure there's a sustainability with the whole tax progress and system behind the investment. We make sure that everything stays sustainable and that it basically can go on for basically forever. And as we are talking, basically our team is working on creating the utilities, and more will be released with the time being.
Okay, that's great. Thank you
All
very
right.
much for the question.
Thanks. I really appreciate. I really wish your projects the best, and I hope it stays bullish forward. Over to you,
Thank you
Glenn.
very much.
Okay, thank you very much for coming today, Dan. It's been great speaking to you from SoccerBUSD. I'm looking forward to the future for the team and community. You're welcome back anytime to update us as the project goes along. It looks really good. I've invested myself to be transparent to the community. I'm sure lots of people will check it out, and I'm looking forward to the future for you all. As we say, WellCoin talks for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice. You can check out the website, the white paper, and the official socials. They're in our main chat. So if you've got any questions after the AMA, just head over to their Telegram. I'm sure they'll be able to answer anything you need.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the nice AMA.
For coming, Dan, yeah, and take care. I'll finish the record and send a copy over for you to
Perfect,
share with your
thank
community. And I'll
Perfect.
send
All right.
that into our main chat as well for any investors that couldn't join the call. And I'll send you the link to the Coin Nation AMA group.
Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you, and take care, guys.